Hey guys, it's Swazi and today I'm going to be reacting to 10 animals that sharks are I'm going to be reacting to 10 animals that sharks fear the most and why. Let's get started.
When we think about the deadliest sea creatures in existence, the first name that almost always comes to everyone's mind is the so-called king of the ocean, sharks. We see them in films and hear about them attacking humans all the time. But did you know there are animals that still exist that could easily take down even the mightiest of sharks? Stick around and find out, as today we will be going over 10 animals that sharks are afraid of. Number 10, the giant squid. As the name suggests, giant squids are one of the largest predators of the ocean. In fact, the largest ever recorded by scientists was almost a whopping 43 feet long. That's longer than most school buses. These creatures are known to hunt whales regularly, wrapping their tentacles around them and pulling them into bone-crushing depths, and then slowly consuming them. If a shark was to ever come across a giant squid, they would immediately find themselves in quite the precarious situation, as they are simply not built to handle such monstrosities. Sharks stand no chance against one of these deep-sea predators, and for good reason. Nobody wants to be on the receiving end of their wrath. Number 9. Moray eels. These snake-like predators are not to be trifled with. While on the surface they look like relatively harmless, with their beautiful multicolored skin and slender body, you'd be surprised to learn that these creatures are known to hunt sharks on the regular. These carnivores prefer to ambush their prey while hiding under rocks or in cracks along the sea wall. As soon as an unfortunate fish happens to pass by their hiding spot, they pounce and finish the hunts. The moray eel features two sets of jaws, resembling that of a xenomorph from the Aliens movies. They use one of these mouths to grab onto their prey, and the other to slowly consume it whole, much like an anaconda would. Any shark that tries to hunt one of these colorful hunters will soon find itself becoming the prey instead. Even divers prefer to view them from a distance, not wanting to take any chances.
Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Facts Junkie and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Give it a shot. It actually works.
Number 8. Blue whales. Who would have thought that the largest animal in the world would not have any natural predators? Not us, that's for sure. These aquatic behemoths can grow up to 100 feet in length and weigh as much as 200 tons. That's almost as heavy as 30 elephants and twice the weight of the Statue of Liberty. Even the largest sharks to have ever lived, Megalodon, pales in comparison to their immense size. They're so big that the only way a shark could ever hunt one is if they attacked it while it was still a baby. But even then, no shark would even dare swim close, unless they want to end up getting swallowed whole. Think of it this way, a blue whale eating a shark would be the same as a human eating a single French fry. Keeping that image in mind, we're not surprised that sharks fear all blue whales. Number 7. Box jellyfish. They're not your average brainless stingers. The box jellyfish is one of the most dangerous sea creatures of all time. A single sting from one of these 10-foot-long drifters is packed with enough venom to instantly kill any animal within a second. There have been multiple reports of humans getting stung by one of these creatures and immediately going into cardiac arrest because of its potent venom. To make matters even worse, they are carnivores, meaning they actively seek out other sea animals to feast upon when they get hungry. Using their 15 tendrils, they wrap around their prey and sting them multiple times before feasting upon them. Not even the largest of the sharks would want to be on the receiving end of one of these stings, and we are right up there with them. For an animal that has no brains, they sure are one dangerous predator. Number 6. Seals. Bet you didn't see this one coming, did you? Who would have thought that one of the biggest victims of shark attacks would be the ones hunting their predators? While we mostly hear about seals being attacked by sharks, it isn't uncommon to see the complete opposite happening as well. It all stems from the fact that both of these creatures are extremely territorial hunters. Seals and sharks mostly eat the same things, fish and other small creatures. So whenever either animal feels like the competition is getting tougher, they will attack the other to make sure they keep the food for themselves. While sharks are lone predators, seals prefer to hunt in packs, which gives them an advantage in battle. After defeating a shark, seals eat only their intestines and leave their carcass there as a warning to other sharks. Who knew that behind those cute little faces lay a stone-cold killer? Not us, that's for sure. Number 5. Orcas. They're nicknamed killer whales for a reason. These oceanic predators have a long history with sharks, so much so that even seeing one on their hunting grounds is enough to make a shark run away faster. Not only are they bigger than most sharks, but they are also smarter and more restless hunters. They will kill sharks just for swimming in the same area as them, not for eating, but simply because they can. Although sharks have a fearsome reputation of their own, they are completely outclassed by orcas in all categories. Mutilated shark carcasses that wash up ashore on beaches are a testament to this. If the fact that sharks literally run away with their tails metaphorically tucked between their legs at the mere sight of an orca wasn't proof enough of how much they fear them, then there's nothing we can do to convince you more. Number 4. Pacific Giant Octopus. Being the largest species of octopus has its quirks. For starters, pretty much nothing threatens their presence in the water, and their size allows them to hunt or fight off pretty much anything that would try to attack them. Their size isn't their only advantage against sharks, however, as they have an entire arsenal of skills and weaponry that can easily defeat most oceanic predators. They are masters of camouflage and can turn completely invisible underwater, meaning that they can even ambush sharks who are known to be ambush predators themselves. They can also shoot out a cloud of highly toxic ink that can paralyze most fish instantly, allowing them to sum their prey at their leisure, while the unfortunate animals can't even struggle or fight back. We don't blame sharks for not wanting to be near one of these eldritch monstrosities. With that description, I doubt any of us would either. Number 3. Crocodiles. These reptiles are considered to be one of the most dangerous creatures on both land and water, even more so than sharks. Even Bill Gates ranked them higher on his infographic on the world's most dangerous animals. We're not surprised, considering crocodiles kill around 1,000 humans every year, while sharks only kill around 10, 100 times the difference. The predators not only look more menacing than your average shark, they also act the part. Once a croc grabs hold of its prey, it is impossible to escape. This is because the average croc has a bite force of around 3,700 psi, which is enough to bite through solid steel. You do not want to be trapped between a gator's jaws, that's for sure. Number 2. Dolphins. I'm sure you're wondering how these playful creatures are so high up on this list. Well, let's just say that looks can be deceiving, and these aquatic mammals are no exception to this rule. Being almost as smart as a human has helped these creatures adapt to successfully defend against apex predators like sharks and even bigger foes like orcas. Dolphins also have an advantage in numbers, which they regularly use against sharks, who happen to swim too close to their territories. Solo predators like sharks are no match for a pod of dolphins. Sharks tend to stay so far away from dolphins that simply seeing a group of them in their territory is enough to make them pack their bags and leave for safer waters. Bet you never look at their cute faces the same ever again. Number 1. Humans. We all know this was coming, didn't we? Despite what we see in the media, sharks tend to be more afraid of humans than we are of them, thanks to our greatest advantage over these oversized fish: technology. Us humans have maintained our positions at the top of the food chain for millennia, and decades of hunting sharks have made these predators realize that they shouldn't try and attack a group of humans. While sharks kill around 10 humans on average a year, humans kill a whopping 73 million sharks annually. Over the last few generations, humans have killed almost 90% of the shark population. Today, over a quarter of shark species are considered endangered because of human activity, which is pretty sad when you think about it. It comes as no surprise that sharks would want to stay as far away from humans as sharkly possible. Alright, which other animals do you think sharks are afraid of?